All right, so welcome back guys to the vault, and welcome back for another Paydirt review. So of course we got a special guest today, which is Miss Hazel. Of course you guys met Hazel in previous videos. She's the boss of the house. But today is about this Paydirt review we're doing today. So this is a new eBay seller, and they also got a new Paydirt out. This eBay seller has been out since March of 2026, and these Paydirt buckets have been popping up all over the place. Now this is a $500 Paydirt bucket, but the thing is, with no guarantee. Now it says that it has a value up to $500. So we're going to be doing a Paydirt review and also a vendor honesty test. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. All right, so welcome back. So first off, this bucket came just like this in the mail. It came in a USPS, no box or anything. So for one thing, I would be afraid to ship something like that that has gold across it. You know, you would think that it'd be tampered with, but this bucket has not been tampered with at all. It wasn't damaged. It's pretty sturdy. It has a little twist off top, which you can pull up just like most 5-gallon buckets that are sealed. So first of all, I want to put out a disclaimer. I would not advise anyone to purchase a $500 bucket of Paydirt for investment. This is a hobby for me, and also this bucket here, it was actually an auction, and I actually won it at an auction, and I'm going to tell you what I paid for it after we get through going through this material. If you're going to invest, I always tell people to invest in silver or gold bullions, or even if you're lucky enough or smart enough, even invest in the stock market. So I'm going to read the description of this Paydirt that was on eBay. The Gold Paydirt Bucket Gold Company LLC is a US-based business selling collectible rocks, fossils, and minerals, especially precious metals like gold. This company offers customers the opportunity to purchase gold Paydirt, which is a mix of rocks and soil containing gold particles, allowing collectors and enthusiasts to search for and extract their own gold. With a focus on providing high-quality products from the United States, the good USA. This company caters to those interested in exploring the world of precious metals and mineral specimens. So, if you didn't notice something, they never mentioned the quality and the type of gold. They never even mentioned where they got the gold from. So to me, those are red flags. And of course, they do not guarantee a gram amount, but they say that this bucket is worth $500 worth of gold. So we're going to put it to the test, and we're going to put it to an honesty test to see if this Paydirt is going to be a rest in peace or is it going to be a good Paydirt, okay? So we're going to go ahead. We're already caped up. We just got a glove up, and we're going to take this over to the panning station. We're going to pop this sucker open, and we're going to see what type of material in here. And of course, we're going to classify everything. And you guys know I love to pan, and we're going to get a weight as well of how much this 5-gallon bucket of gold concentrates are. So follow me and let's go to the panning station. All right guys, so we're over here at the panning station, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get a tare weight so we can see how much this 5-gallon bucket weighs of Paydirt. 2 pounds 7.8 ounces. So we're going to tare that. Get the weight. Oh, golly. It's pretty much right at 44 pounds. It's actually 44 pounds, 0.7 ounces. See if I can zoom in on that. All right, I'm not sure if you can see that. 44, 0.7 ounces. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. It has one of those tear safety straps around it. And I also have this thing here that you can twist off, and if you want to pour it, but we're not going to pour it, we're just going to go ahead and And you can see it hasn't been tampered with. It has that thing that you can pull this up. All right, and this should come right off now. All right, so this is the pay dirt here. It looks really sandy. I mean, it really does look like play sand. It also looked like it's already been classified. There's not really any bigs at all in here. So this kind of remind me of that golden Paydirt Company. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and classify this. Actually, it don't have no big material, so we're gonna start with a, I said let's do the negative 18, and we'll start classifying it. I'm gonna go ahead and classify this material, and then I'm gonna just bring it back because I don't want to make this video too long. So we're gonna go ahead and classify it down, and I'll bring you guys back. And it actually probably shouldn't be a lot of classifications now since I look at this material. So let's go ahead and classify it, and I'll turn you guys right back on. Light this dirt is. And this is just the second little scoop that I've done. So these are just like little gravel rocks. And I just want to see for $500, could there be any pickers in here? And so far, I don't see anything with the naked eye. And like I said, I can tell this material is going to be very easy to pan as well. I'm just interested to see what type of gold is in here. See how easy that is? If there's any pickers, it's going to be in this classification here. So like I said, this is going to be a very easy classification. Alright, well, I'm not going to keep turning you guys back on, but if it's anything that I need to show you guys, I want to turn it back on. So I just got through dumping another, the third dump in here, and as I was dumping it, this fell out. There is a certificate of origin and authenticity, and it has a little valve in here. Alright, so I told you I'd turn you guys back on if I find anything. And in the negative 10, I've only found 3 little pieces of negative 10 gold. One, this one is very flat, and this one is little round pieces of gold, as you can see. 1, 2, 3. So I already see how this is going to go already. Alright, so that's what we found so far. 3. Alright, so we are back with the classifications, guys. We got a very unique, different type of classification here. We got only 4 classifications with the gold company Paydirt. So we got right here, we got the negative 18, so it wasn't much material. We got the negative 10, which we found 3 little flakes in there. We got the negative 20, which is a lot of material here. It's the third of the material, but most of the material is, which is 32 pounds of material. It's the negative 30 and beyond. It's mostly sand and dust. We probably could have got one more classification, but this material is going to be so easy to pan. And just to show you, out of all of this material, there is no magnetics really in this material. This is probably just play sand. Even in the negative 30 and beyond, look, no magnetics at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went to someone's playground. And you need to check your playground, guys, because you may be missing some dirt. So anyway, we're going to get right into this pay dirt. I will start with the negative 18. That'll be really fast to get through. If there's going to be any gold, I think we're going to find it in the negative 30 and below, guys. So let's go ahead and start panning this dirt. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can get a good RIP, at least get our money back. So we know that we're not going to find $500 worth of gold in here, but maybe we will be able to get our RIP back, and we will tell you how much we won this 5-pound bucket that weighed 44 pounds of pay dirt, how much we got it for. All right, if it was a deal or not. Guys, we're gonna start out, we're gonna actually be using the BCP. Today, we're gonna give the BBP, the big black pan, a break, because we know that this material is not that dirty, and this here is my big clear pan. So first of all, we're gonna go ahead and put some surfactants into the water, help with the water surface tension, and we're going to use the blue pan today here, guys. So let's go ahead and get this going, we'll go ahead and do all of that because I'm sure there's nothing in it. I'll be very surprised. Almost like that trommel dirt. It looks like it's already been washed. This is the -10. This, I did find 3 little flakes. They wasn't even pickers, just flakes. I guess one of them could have been a picker because it was kind of round. Those are the 3 pieces that I found. All right, I went on ahead and changed my bowl, my quick changing bowl out. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna do the -20. And when I just went on ahead and put it in a nice bucket here so we can pan it easier, scoop it out easier actually. All right, this material is going to be easy to pan, so we're going to do that much first. And I could have went ahead and used with this material, since anything -10, I got a mini sluice, and I could have used that mini sluice, but trust me, it's going to be faster for me to just pan. Alright, so we got 2 more pieces here, and I will do a double check. They're all very round and coarse pieces of gold, it looks like. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to look at this gold underneath my jeweler's loop just to make sure that this is gold. Alright guys, so I must say that those 2 pieces was indeed gold. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 5 nice little pickers that we've got. And this here is the -20. So hopefully let's keep it going. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pan through some of this stuff and I'll turn you guys back on if we find anything. All right, I just want to turn you guys back on. This is the last little bit of the -30. And like I said, know that there's about 3 flakes in here. I did the quick pan like I normally do when I got a lot of pay dirt. And then we got that, I think it was 32 pounds if I'm not mistaken, of the -30 and below. And this did not take me long at all to pan. I haven't even been panning an hour, and we went through all of that other material. All of this -20 was not hardly no gold in it as well, because I would turn you guys back on. I mean, I think this probably had to be at least 10 to 15 pounds of material, and probably got about 3 or 4 flakes in it. Some of the easiest dirt I've ever panned. Get over here so I can get it on my finishing side. Those was the flakes that I've seen, and there's no flour gold so far in here whatsoever. All right, so we have 1, 2, 5 pieces here. It's really flat. Zoom you guys in so you can see those 5 pieces. I mean, they're the pieces that we did get. They're pretty pieces. They're chunky, but not much gold at all. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean out this water, and we're gonna get with the last classification. We got about 30 pounds of -30 and below. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. All right guys, so we went on ahead and changed the water. I'm gonna add some surfactant to it again. And this is the last bit of the -30 and beyond. not a piece of flour gold or anything. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and pan most of this stuff out. And if I get anything good, I'll turn you guys back on. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour, I'd say close to an hour. And this is the -30 and beyond, and I have not found not even a flake of gold yet. And I am halfway through this material, and we have not found no flour gold or anything. I don't even think we have not even a gram yet. So it's not looking good for the old gold company LLC, that's for sure. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and cut some of this YouTube off. I was actually watching some YouTube while keeping me entertained. We only got, this is the -30 plus material, guys. And hey, this is the last, a third of it, this is the last of the bit of material that we have. And I have been very disappointed because we have not found any flour gold, not a flake of fly poop or anything in this -30 and beyond material. And this material just was not fun to pan. It was just a lot of material, and you know, and I like to pan, but when you're panning material that pan after pan after pan, you see no gold, no flakes, no flour. I mean, it's not challenging at all. It just pans right off. It's just not a fun pay dirt. I mean, I would rather have more flour gold or fly poop in the lower classifications than just get big nuggets all the time. Because if you get those small flakes of gold or flour gold in the lower classifications, at least you know that there's gold there. So you're very challenging to try to get as much flour gold as you can. All right, nothing, zero, zilch, nothing in the -30 and below, guys. Not even a piece of flour, gold, or anything, guys. Nothing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just, while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and do a snuff dump. This is everything that we've captured. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 10 pieces of gold and maybe 2 specks. That's it. That's all we got. That's all we got. And I'm gonna show you. Let me take you off the overhead. I'm gonna show you all the cons that we actually panned. All right, so we are back, guys. Just wanted to show you this of what we got. 10 little pickers. Actually, all of them aren't pickers. Probably about 8 of them are pickers, and the other ones are kind of flat. There you go. That we got out of the gold company pay dirt. These are all of my cons that we ran, and I also ran them through my little mini sluice, and it was the same outcome. Those was the heavies there, and the rest was this right here was the -18 and -10. Everything else is the -10 and the -20 and beyond, guys. All of this material to only find 10 flakes of gold. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to the vault and let's get us a RIP on this pay dirt. Let's go ahead and make sure this is teared up. All right, let's go ahead and weigh this gold up. There's 10 pickers from the gold company. All right, we got 0.642, not even close to a 3.78 grams, which would be roughly about $499 worth of gold. but not even a gram of gold. So this is not good for RIP. So all right, so we're back in the vault. We just got through weighing our gold. Now we're gonna go and get us a RIP from the gold calculator, and we're gonna go to the percentage calculator. But before we do that, I'm gonna show you guys what I paid for the gold and what we won it for. So, all right, so this is the bucket here. As you see here, I'm trying to keep it in screen because when I move it, what I paid for it in shipping, you would not be able to see it. And this is actually my receipt, and my credit card information is at the top, so I don't really want to show that. But this is a real quick what I paid for it, $175. It was an auction, and I lost the first auction, and a second bucket came right up for sale, and it was either best offer for a $500 value bucket, which I offered $175 and won. Then the shipping was $45.98. Tax was $9.28. Was grand total was $230.26. So these buckets are all over eBay now, and they also have a 2.5 gallon bucket. So that's what we brought, and that's what we paid for it. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. All right, guys, so we're gonna go to the gold calculator. We're gonna go ahead and do grams, which was 0.642 grams. We're gonna give it the highest gold purity, which is 24 karat. Now, whenever we got this back in June, gold was only like $4,100 per ounce, and we're going to go ahead and go with the $4,356.32. We're going to calculate that up, and that's going to give us a total amount of $89.92. And then we're going to go to the percentage calculator. As we just saw, $89.92 that we got worth in this gold, and we actually paid out the door. We actually put a bid in for $175, and we actually won that bid. They accepted it. The shipping and handling was $45.98. The taxes was $9.28, and gave us a total $230.26. Calculate that up, come to 39% RIP. And tell you what, that is terrible, even with the highest amount of gold prices of today. So let's go ahead and get out of this here, guys, and let's do a conclusion. This was some of the most easiest pay dirt to pan, for one thing. No black sands at all. It was no magnetics in the material at all. 44 pounds of just play sand. That's exactly what it was. And that's why I love doing these pay dirt reviews, especially honest pay dirt reviews too, for the vendors. And I tell you right now, from a 1 to 10 scale, I would probably give this pay dirt a 5, a low 5 at that. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 5 is because it was a lot of dirt and to pan. But the dirt, it wasn't even fun. It was boring, easy to pan off. It wasn't nothing to this dirt. It didn't have much gravel. I think it had like 5 or 6 big pieces, maybe a -10 mesh that was very small. So this pay dirt, I must say, we're going to give it the RIP. It can rest in peace. And it is definitely a ripoff. I would not advise you to pay or purchase this pay dirt, not even if it's a smaller bag pay dirt. They also have a 2.5 gallon pay dirt bag that you can also bid on and win. If it was maybe you can win it for $5, it may be worth it, but then you got to pay shipping on that, and you're probably going to be paying more in shipping than what gold you have in there. So anyway, that's going to be it for this pay dirt review. I'm glad that I was able to get this bucket and review it for you guys. And like I tell everybody, the adventure begins one pan at a time. It's been really fun on my prospecting journey. I hope you guys continue watching all of my videos. And also, if you watch this video to the end, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it'll help my channel out. So until next time, I hope I earn your subscription. Thanks for watching. Peace.